Hello everyone, welcome back. All right, so what is going on? Let's see. It has been 179 days since the dragon attacked Helgen, and the date is the 12th of Sun's Dawn, 4th Era 202. Okay, for those of you guys who are interested, I will be streaming Oblivion later today. I'm posting this, I guess, like Friday morning my time. But yeah, in a few hours from me posting this video, I will be streaming Oblivion if you guys want to check that out at all. Okay, so where are we? We were tasked by the Orc Librarian at the Mages College to retrieve these books that were stolen. And I convinced this person to let me take them without entering combat, which is a win for me. So, last video I took the first book and I read it, and I think my plan is to take and read as I go along. Okay, so I guess we're gonna read this book. Alright, The Last King of the Aelids. Let's hope it's not too long. It's not that bad. Alright. It's a few pages, but it's okay. The Aelids, or Heartland High Elves, ruled Cyrodiil in the long ages of myth before the beginning of recorded history. One of the earliest recorded dates, in fact, is the fall of White Gold Tower in 1st Era 243, which is commonly assumed to mark the end of the Aelids. Although Aelid rule over all of Cyrodiil was indeed broken in 1st Era 243, this was only one of the most obvious stages near the end of a long decline. The first 2 centuries of the First Era saw increasing strife between the great Aelid lords of Cyrodiil. Alessia appears to have taken advantage of a period of civil war to launch her uprising. Imperial historians have traditionally attributed her victory to intervention of Skyrim, but it appears that she had at least as much help from rebel Aelid lords during the siege of the White Gold Tower. The popular image of the Aelids as brutal slave masters is based in fact, of course, but it is less well known that a number of Aelid princes continued to rule parts of Cyrodiil after 263 as vassals of the new Empress of Cyrodiil. This suggests either that Aelid rule was not universally detested, or that Alessia and her successors were more pragmatic than is traditionally believed, or perhaps some of both. In any event, excavations at a number of Aelid sites show continued occupation and even expansion during the so-called Late Aelid period, 1st Era 243, circa 498. At first, many Aelid lords continued to rule as vassals of the new human regime. In some cases, Aelid supporters of Alessia were even rewarded with new lands taken from slain enemies. It is not clear to what extent human slavery continued under the Cyrodiilic Empire. Humans continue to dwell in the Aelid-ruled areas of Cyrodiil, but there is nothing definitive to show under what terms. This was an uneasy relationship from the beginning and was not destined to last long. Resentment at the continued presence of Aelid nobles within the Empire was a contributing factor to the rise of so-called Alessian order, founded by Marek. The first victims of the Alessians were the Aelids of Cyrodiil. In the early 300s, the surviving Aelid communities in human-ruled areas were obliterated one by one, the refugees temporarily swelling the power of the remaining Aelid lordships. Then in 360, when the Alessians gained control of the empire and enforced the Alessian doctrines throughout its domain, the Aelid lordships were abolished. Enforcement of this decree does not appear to have required much direct violence. It seems that by this point the balance of power was so overwhelmingly against them and their fate so long foreshadowed that most of the remaining Aelids simply left Cyrodiil, eventually being absorbed into elven populations of Valenwood and High Rock. Indeed, the rise of Durini hegemony may be linked to this exodus of Aelids from Cyrodiil, a connection so far little studied by historians. Still, a remnant Aelid population seems to have survived the rule of the Alessians, because we hear of the last king of the Aelids joining the Battle of Glunnumbria Moors, where the Dirinis decisively defeated the Alessians in 482. How this king's people survived the preceding century is unknown. We do not even know who they were, although recent research points that Ninalata as the possible resting place of this last king. Unfortunately, in the current state of the empire, Funds are no longer available for proper scientific investigation of such extensive ruins, so the answer to these questions will have to be left to future generations. Okay. Oh, I guess I needed to take the book. All right. Last book. Fragment on Artaeum. All right, let me just have a drink here. All right, let's go. The Isle of Artaeum, perfect, I was saying that right, is the third largest island in the Somerset Archipelago, located south of the Midden village of Potenza and west of the mainland village of Runkebae. It is best known for being home to the Sijic order, perhaps the oldest monastic group in Tamriel. The earliest written record of Sijics is from the 20th year of the First Era and tells the tale of a renowned Breton sage and author Vernet traveling to the Isle of Artaeum to meet with Lachesis, the Right Master of the Sijics. Even then, the Sijics were the counselors of kings and proponents of the Elder Way, taught to them by the original race that inhabited Tamriel. The Elder Way is a philosophy in meditation and study said to bind the forces of nature to individual will. It differs from Magicka in origin, but the effects are much the same. That said, it is perhaps more than a coincidence that the Isle of Artaeum literally vanished from the shores of Somerset at the beginning of the Second Era, at about the time of the founding of the Mages Guild in Tamriel. Interesting. Various historians and scholars have published theories about this, but perhaps none but the Lachesis and his own could shed light on the matter. 500 years passed and Artaeum returned. The Sijics on the isle consisted of persons, mostly elves, who had disappeared and were presumed dead in the Second Era. They could not or would not offer any explanation for Artaeum's whereabouts during the time, or the fate of the Lachesis and the original Council of Artaeum. Currently, the Sijics are led by the Lore Master Salarius, who has presided over the Council of Artaeum for the last 250 years. The Council's influence in Tamrielan politics is tidal. The kings of Somerset, particularly those of the Midden, have often sought the Sijics' opinion. Emperor Uriel V was much influenced by the Council in the early glorious parts of his reign before his disastrous attack on Akhivar. It has even been suggested that the fleet of King Ogam of Pynondia was destroyed by a joint effort of Emperor Antiochus and the Sijic order. The last four emperors, Emperor Uriel VI, Maurithia Pelagus VII, and Uriel VIII, have been suspicious of the Sijics, enough to refuse ambassadors from the Isle of Artaeum within the imperial city. The Isle of Artaeum is difficult to chart geographically. It is said that the shifts continuously, either at random or by decree of the council. Visitors to the island are so rare as to be almost unheard of. Anyone disastrous of a meeting with a Sijic may find contacts in Pontanza and Runkebae, as well as many of the kingdoms in Somerset. Where a more accessible Artaeum would be a favorite destination for travelers. I have been to the isle once and still dream of its idyllic orchids and clear pastures, its still and silent lagoons, its misty woodlands, and the unique Sijic architecture that seems to be as natural as its surroundings, as well as the wondrous in its own right. The Sephora Tower in particular I would study, for it is a relic from civilization that predates the High Elves by several hundred years and is still used in certain rites by the Sijics. Perhaps one day I might return. Note, the author is currently on the Isle of Artaeum by gracious consent of Master Saraginus of the Council of Artaeum. Alright, we got the books. Okay, let's go. Thank you.
You have what you came for. Now leave.
Of course. Thank you so much. I require a key. She does not have the key. That's great. I guess we can take the long way out. Was I supposed to grab a key from someone? There's no key, right? Alright, well, that's really unfortunate. Not interested. I mean, I could probably sleep. There's an enemy nearby? Okay. Barred from the other side. Yeah, I guess we're taking the long way. Oh my god. How do I leave? There's no key. Okay, well, let's sleep for like a while. Just so I have like full magicka bar. There we are. And now I know I'm hungry, so let's just eat some food. There we go. Let's turn on a torch. Move Serana. Oh. Figure I could probably sell the scrolls. Alright, well I just gotta follow my trail of death out of here. Good. Okay, at least I can leave through here, it looks like. Oh boy. What's this? Elemental Flare? What is this? Spellbook? An elemental explosion for 15 points of fire damage, 15 points of shock damage, and half as much damage to stamina. Oh. Oh, I like it! And it doesn't use that much magicka. Okay. When I start getting into destruction magic, that will be a really good one to have, I think. I don't want to use destruction magic just yet, because I know it'll be super easy to level up, so I want to wait for me to be higher level. Right, we don't need that. Okay, let's just get out of here. We don't need that. So many Baron Zaya books. I think I've read that one already. That name sounds familiar. Okay, anyways, let's keep going. Oh. Okay. Time is it? Oh, I fucked up. Okay. Okay, let's quick save. And then my house is like nearby, so if I could like... I miss the daylight. I can't wait to not be a vampire because I miss the daylight. Okay, where are we? Okay, if I can make it to my house, then we can like take this mountain pass. Or maybe I can treat myself by taking a carriage to Winterhold. Maybe we'll do that. Because I have a carriage at my house. Maybe we'll just take a carriage instead of walking. That'll be nice. As much as I enjoy walking.
Stendar's mercy be upon you, for the vigil has none to spare.
I don't want her to notice that I'm a vampire. God, it's gonna hit me before it gets paralyzed. Ah. Oh, thank you. Oh. Oh. So scary. Is this gonna be heavy? I don't need it. Okay. Do I need to drop anything off? What do I have here? I'm like almost over encumbered. All of this shrouded stuff. Where is my vampire house? Because ideally I want to eventually move all of my collectibles and stuff I want to store to my house that's like Blood Chill Cavern, which is actually pretty close. But I don't want to do that right now. But if I do store stuff here, that would be okay. Okay, nothing will get stolen because this is like on my property, right? No, I just have like, I don't want to start mixing things. Okay. Let's store that. Oh, I have a bunch of this stuff I could probably get rid of. That's fine. Serana can carry things for me. Okay, where's my carriage?
Where do you want to go?
Oh, wow. Winterhold.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Too bad he can't drive me to my other houses.
I can't wait here forever.
You literally live here. Yes, you can. College. Oh, I wanted to read that. Never mind. Alright, let's go to the college and warm up. I need to cook my food. I don't think I have any salt. We need to buy some salt. Let's see if this person has any salt here first. Or maybe I can just buy some food from them. Hello, sir.
If there's anything you need, just let me know.
What can you tell me about Winterhold?
I'm afraid there's not much to be said. Winterhold is hardly what it used to be. You can talk to Birna if you need to buy anything. She doesn't have much, but could certainly use the coin.
Okay.
And then there's our little inn. Most of the business we get is from folks here to visit the college. Though even that's dried up some.
Right. What have you got for sale?
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Actually, maybe I can sell him some
Take
stuff.
a look.
Just to kind of clear some of my inventory. Okay, so I do have some salt. I need...
See ya.
How come you're in Winterhold? My pa says people like you are the reason no one lives here anymore. My pa says elves are bad and not to trust them.
I say, you didn't hear any loud noises last night, did you? No,
Did you know that most of Winterhold fell into the sea? I heard it's because of that college.
Is there a reason you're asking me?
No, certainly not. A small experiment may have gone awry, but
Someday,
I'll
I
talk to Neklar later. I know he's like related to a danger
heard the
quest.
college teaches you how to kill people with magic. Is that true?
I want to go this way. I just want to see if Birna is selling
I find
any
your
salt
hand in my pocket. I'm going to cut it off.
and or food.
I'll sell just... I do what's necessary. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Okay. She does not sell salt. Like that. Okay, what can I sell in terms of apparel? We'll just sell that. We'll sell that. Maybe I can sell some books to her.
If you're looking for Ranmir, take a look.
Oh wait, does she have potions? She does not. Okay, let's sell that. That, because I already know that. And then, oh yeah, some of the garbage stuff I picked up. We can just get rid of that. So we'll sell that, that, that. There we go.
Good day.
I didn't want to litter in my house, which is why I didn't drop it in my house. Okay.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Hello, sir.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
Here are the books that went missing.
Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here,
Toldir.
I suppose you've earned these.
He gave me some books. Are they skill books? Oh gosh, he gave me so many books.
Fight well.
So I have to go to Tolfdir? I don't know. Okay, just wait. Can I sell him the books?
You need a book? You talk to me. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in a lot of pain.
Can you make me bloodkin?
Trust like that is not freely given. I have a few things laying around that weren't worth adding to the collection. You may look through them.
What does he have? Okay. Right. Let me just sell. I'm trying to collect the full series, so I don't want to like get rid of that. But we'll sell that, 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 that. Okay.
Fight well.
Okay, so quest-wise, good intentions. Urig has asked me to mention the Night of Tears book to Tolfdir. I read that book, but I don't remember it. That's okay. Tolfdir will probably explain the important parts. Is Tolfdir still in Sarthal? No. Well, that's good. What's interesting, or not interesting, but like, obviously I did this entire quest line in my first playthrough. I really don't remember too much about it. Like, I remember this orb. I don't really remember the actual storyline of this quest. I remember at one point something like attacks Winterhold, like some glowing light things that I have to like kill. And then obviously the Thalmor elf thing person turns out to obviously be evil, and we have to stop him. And then I somehow become the leader of this place, but I don't really remember the storyline. So it's nice I'm redoing this.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
Thank you. You look like you could use a hand.
Well, yes. This is rather embarrassing, but it seems I've misplaced something. I can't find my alembic. I suppose I could use another one, but, well, it sounds silly, but mine has sentimental value. If you happen to see it, would you mind bringing it to me?
I think I know.
My alembic. I
What
need
that
it for
is.
some research and can't seem to find it.
I'll get it for you. Urig suggested I come see you.
Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery?
I found a certain book, Night of Tears.
Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal?
Yes.
Something that men and Mare fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it.
Okay, I remember
don't
that book
recall
now.
the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Aliad, Dwemer, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am.
Chanting
There's a
service.
years of experience, but can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must
No,
intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
Yes, sir.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go.
I don't understand what's going on.
Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Sijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants.
Aren't you just an advisor here?
Technically, that is true, but I still report to the Aldmeri Dominion, and I cannot ignore this situation. Don't worry. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaningless research as soon as this matter is resolved. Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he
Okay.
will be removed from college grounds.
Speak with Quaranir. I'm peckish.
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm.
Okay.
It is good to meet you in person.
What's going on? What happened to everyone? Oh, he froze them. What do you want with me?
I merely wish to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately. But I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with.
Okay, what does this have to do with me?
You set this chain of events in motion at Sarthal. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so.
Why should I trust you or your order?
I presume you refer to Onkano's distaste for the Psijic Order. The Thalmor see our order as a threat because we have power, and we will not allow them to control us. I assure you that we mean you no harm.
So what exactly is the problem?
As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided.
I'll help, but I don't know what to do.
Unfortunately, the future is as obscure to us as it is to you. The overwhelming power of the Eye makes it difficult for us to see. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours.
Who is the Augur of Dunlane?
He was once a student here at the college. Now he is something different.
Where can I find this Augur?
I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry.
Were
you about to say
What is
something?
the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here she is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly, I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
I'm not sure what happened.
Goodbye,
A monk
Quanir.
from the Psijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow. What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
What did the Psijic want?
Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
Have you heard of the Augur of Dunlane?
Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
Alright, talk to Tolfdir.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on some very important... The exact nature of my research is a secret, I'm afraid, but it really is quite valuable.
Right.
Until next time.
I'll do all their side quests later, maybe.
I don't think anyone here truly understands how useful my work will be.
I'm gonna save the game. I feel like something's gonna happen as soon as I step outside. Okay, let's go.
When I've finished what I'm working on, everyone
Never
will
mind.
understand its significance.
Is it late? Oh, it is late. Okay, so Tolfdir's probably asleep. Oh, no, he's just sitting there drinking.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education.
Have you ever heard of the Augur of Dunlane?
Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you?
Where's the Midden?
Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful.
Can you tell me more about the Augur of Dunlane?
Well, I suppose he wouldn't mind. It was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the stories, the same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident.
Okay.
Until next time.
I'm just going to sleep if I can find my bed. I think this one is my bed. Nope. This one?
The college will be here for you no matter what. We always look after our own.
This one.
I think it's time for you to get going. You need to leave.
What? Oh no, is he gonna turn aggressive? Why is he yelling at me to leave? I'm a student here. That was weird.
Where'd you come from?
It's like a torture chamber under the college.
Tough day for you.
Nephew, I apologize that I cannot see personally before you leave. The trip from Sadrith Moria is treacherous this season, or I would have visited upon hearing the news. The Nords have a fine college at Winterhold, and I am sure you will excel. You may know that I too attended there. I was quite the conjuration adept in my own day. I am sending you my notes on something called the Atronak Forge, a bit of a project of mine while at Winterhold. Mention nothing to the faculty, but ask your fellow pupils about a place called the Midden. You will find the forge there. I fear a number of my notes are missing, scattered and lost in my travels around Skyrim. Perhaps you may stumble across these in your own adventures. The Atronak Forge offers few clues as to who built it, or even fewer as to how to unlock its full potential. Only through blind experimentation and a few singed eyebrows have I been able to understand its function. The forge is mostly a large dais, almost crude of make, but emblazoned with the traditional Daedric. Oh, hey, that's the Oblivion symbol, Ruin. An offering box is attached, as well as a prominent lever. The dais also features a large setting which seems set to receive some large spherical object. I have had no luck determining what this missing object may be, however, or what effect it may have on the efficacy of the forge. The forge is activated by placing certain items in the box and then pulling the lever. The forge consumes the items and conjures something upon the dais. The conjuration can be predicted reliably if the appropriate items are left in the box, but many combinations either have no effect or catastrophic reactions. Once I conjured a wild goat, well, most of the goat at least. Experimenting wildly with the forge is dangerous. I have recorded such recipes as I have discovered on the following pages. The simplest yet perhaps most hazardous stable recipe is that for a summoned Atronak. The conjured brutes will attack the first thing they see, however. Be ready for battle if you have reason to use these recipes. Did it work? Did I eat the fire salt or did I place them in the offering box? Maybe I think I accidentally ate the fire salt. Wait, it's attacking me? No! What? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I don't think I have any. Oh, I do have healing.
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter.
So you're the Algar of Dunlane.
I am that which you have been seeking.
Okay.
Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun.
Right.
Those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek.
What is it I'm seeking?
You seek that which all who wield magic seek.
Oh, right. I have to get the
Knowledge.
Staff of Magnus or something.
You shall find this. Knowledge will corrupt. It will destroy. It will consume. You seek meaning, shelter in knowledge. You will not find it. The Thalmor sought the same thing, and it shall lead to his end, as it has so many others.
I'm not the first to come see you?
No, though you may be the last. The one who calls himself Ancano has sought my knowledge as well, through very different questions. Your path differs from most. You are being guided, pushed towards something. It is a good path, one untraveled by many. It is a path that can save your college. I will tell you what you need to know to follow it further.
Okay. What do I need?
You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
Ah! Okay, I thought I could handle it. I cannot. I cannot. Activate Relic Ring Finger. What do I... What is this? Is there a book here? The Midden Incident Report. The missing students were found in the Midden this morning, dead as expected. Okay, I did not do this in my last playthrough. I don't recall this at all. Alright, the missing students were found in the Midden this morning, dead as expected. None of us bothered keeping a detect life charm for the search at this point. The bodies were found together, each suffering the same deformities, peeled and bubbling skin on the arms and face, conjurer's burn, as it's commonly referred to around the college. There's little doubt that they were attempting a summoning ritual well beyond their capabilities. The relic nearby put any doubt in this theory to rest. I admit that I've never seen one like it. A large, segmented sculpture of a gauntlet, the Daedric sigil, the Oblivion sign, emblazoned upon the palm. Attempts to move it were in vain. I must show it to the Archmage Sedoth during his upcoming visit. Perhaps he will know more. While we couldn't move the relic, I was able to pry 4 rings from it. I am sure there's a connection between them and the ritual the students were attempting. I'll store these in the Arcanium until we can consult with a conjuration master to learn more. Okay. Well, I guess we gotta go to the Arcanium. That's exciting. Anything else here? The fuck?
Where'd you come from? Who's there? I don't want to go to Skyrim just yet. I want to keep exploring a little bit. Okay, so let's go back this way.
The fuck? Okay, where was I? I was not in the Midden. The Midden Dark. Okay. I gotta find these rings. So we gotta go to the Arcanium. Okay, I'm a little bit lost. Okay, so we're here. There we go. Okay. So I'm looking for 4 rings in here. They're probably going to be in a display case. Oh, no. Ah. Let's go back in. Okay, that goes outside too. Okay, we'll start here and we'll work our way down. Bookcase requires key. How do I get a key to the bookcase? I had the key? Oh, that's right. I did have the key. Okay, well, that was easy. Alright, let's go back. I'm just like really interested. I want to see what happens. If I can remember how to get there. We have to go to the Midden Dark. Oh, there's a chest there. so that's where that is. Just wait. Okay, so this is where I was. Okay, so if I can backtrack from here. Okay, so then what I did, there's nothing here. I went up here. Did I go over here then? Saw this. Right, we went over here. There we go. Okay, let's quick save. Okay. Is there a specific order that the rings need to be placed? Or can they go on any finger? Books. No, okay. Okay, there is. We're beneath Winterhold College, the Midden.
I was beginning to think the day would never come. So, you broke the binding spell, did you? Matters little. Their souls are trapped in oblivion all the same, and here I stay.
That's okay. I don't want to fight this guy.
Where I belong is back aboard my ship on the Epician. You've no hope of defeating me, pup. Don't bother. Why not broker a bargain?
Absolutely.
Instead?
I love that idea.
Those kids are dead anyway. Killing me won't bring them back. I, on the other hand, have done quite a bit with my time on Mundus. Release me, and I'll share a bit of my wealth with you.
How could I even release... Oh, I thought that was going to say resist. What wealth is this?
Years back, I had to ferret away some booty nearby. We'd sunk an Imperial galleon off the coast. Good plunder, but we needed to travel light. We stashed what we couldn't carry, and I hid it with a trick I know. I can point you in the right direction, and we'll each go our separate ways.
How could I even release you?
Names have power, lass. You should know by now. Just say, Velik Sane, I release you, and poof, I'm on my way.
I'm technically not in my evil arc anymore. Ah, fuck it, let's release him.
There's a smart lass. Check the map. The loot's hidden there. It'll show itself when you get near. See
Perfect.
you on the other side, mortal.
Alright. That's cool. So we have that to look forward to. Okay.
I'm not sure what just happened, but I assure you I will get to the bottom of it.
Is this not where my bed is? Oh. Oh, I can sleep in Tolfdir's bed? Okay. Oh, is that what I did last time? Maybe that's why he was mad at me, because I slept in his bed. And he wanted to sleep in his bed. Okay, now we have to go to the Archmage. Oh yeah, the guy said my map was updated. Alright, we'll update when I get close to where the treasure is or something. Figure it out.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
I have important information for you.
Really? And what might that be?
We need to find the Staff of Magnus.
I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it.
It's connected to the orb we found.
And how do you know of this?
I spoke with the Algar of Dunlane.
Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the Staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this.
What should I do next?
A most impressive attitude. Keep this up, and you'll do quite well for yourself. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Let me just circlet. I could dabble.
I hope Mirabelle is helpful in locating the staff.
Me too. I just want to look over here for a second. Trying to find Tolfdir's thing. It should be like, whoa, look at all this food. Okay, maybe his thing isn't here. Okay.
If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
Where can I learn new spells?
Well, that depends on what you're looking for. Veralda can teach destruction spells, and offers training in that school. Finis is one of the best conjurers in all of Skyrim, and can help with spells from that school. Don't let Tolfdir fool you. He's the preeminent scholar on alteration. One of the best in Tamriel, and always willing to pass on his knowledge. If you can find him and focus his attention, there's a great deal Drevis can teach you about illusion magic. And finally, there's Colette. She may be difficult to get along with. She's very knowledgeable when it comes to restoration magic.
Okay. What do you know about the Sigic Order?
No more than anyone else, I don't think. They're a very old order. Predated the Imperial Mages Guild by quite a bit. In fact, the Mages Guild was founded in opposition to the idea of the Sigic Order, that only an elite few should have control over magic.
Oh, interesting.
No one has seen or heard from them in over 100 years now, though.
Do you know anything about the Staff of Magnus?
Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking?
Archmage Aaron said you'd mentioned it recently.
I see. Well, yes, I suppose I did mention it, though I'm not sure what he expects me to tell you. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod showed up here looking for it. They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere.
Who are the Synod?
Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic.
Interesting.
I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power.
Haven't run into them in Oblivion yet, but I'm not that deep into the Mage's quest line either. So no one knows the staff's location.
No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
Okay. What else can you tell me about the Staff of Magnus?
I'm not really sure. Made and used by Magnus himself, if you believe those sorts of things. I believe I've heard it said that it's the only thing that could adequately contain his power. The sort of embellishment wizards of ancient times loved to make.
Right.
There are no expectations. This college is a place to study and practice magic freely. Hopefully any discoveries made in your pursuits will be shared with the members of the college first. That way, we all benefit.
Alright, looks like we're going to Mzulft.
Have you managed to track down the Synod or the staff of Magnus?
No, I haven't. I wonder if Tolfdir's thing is in here somewhere. I remember he like left it somewhere weird.
Can you possibly help Jazargo?
Not right now.
If you have a moment, could you help me with something?
Not right now.
I still need some help, if you can spare the time.
Not right now. When I come back from Mzulft, I'll do all your guys' little side quests, because that'll help me level up. Okay, his ambic thing isn't here. It must be, over here. I just want to rest again. And just make sure I'm like good to go, and then we can head to Mzulft. Where is... Okay, it's not the Hall of Elements. I think it's over here. The Hall of Attainment or something is like where my bed is, I think. Is this it? I wonder if his ambic is over here. Oh, this is the same area. Wait. Is this just where everyone sleeps? I'm so confused. I thought there was like multiple... Just wait. Hall of Attainment. What's this one? Hall of Countenance. Okay, I think this is where my bed actually is. Nope. This person's friggin' doing some necromancy stuff. Gotta watch out for them. Is this my bed? Okay, found my bed. Okay, where are the stairs? I feel like Tolfdir's thing is like up here. There it is. Okay, let's just go to Tolfdir quickly and give him his thing, and then we can head to Mzulft, I guess.
I'm working on some very important research, I assure you.
Okay. Tolfdir. What?
It's always encouraging to see... Ah, yes, there it is. Thank you so much.
Oh, so I had to do that to get him to... I see. So each of the teachers, I have to, like, do a little thing for them, and then they can, like, train me.
I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
Ooh. Fuck it, let's go. Alteration level 80.
The college will be here for you no matter what. We always look after our own. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Alright. What does he have for spells? Right, I don't really need any of that. Actually, the water breathing one could come in handy if I'm in a pickle. And I don't have... Yeah, let's do that, because I don't have that one. Don't need that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I already know that? Wait, I already know both of these? Did I buy them last video?
Education is never appreciated until after the fact. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
So what level do I have to be to get this special side quest from him for alteration? Nice. Did I just level up? Okay, where's Tolfdir's bed? Nice. Magic. Okay, I have one perk to increase. I'm always... Okay, so this mage armor one here. Spells like stone flesh are twice as strong if not wearing armor. I'm always wearing like light armor, and eventually I'm going to transition to heavy armor. So getting this would be a waste of points. Because I can't see a situation in this playthrough where I'm like not wearing armor. And needing to use like a stone flesh spell. This one I think would be really useful. Magic resistance. So that's a contender. I'm also interested in doing this one here. One-handed weapons do twice as much damage. That might be better, actually. Okay, I'm just trying to think. Where I'm heading into a Dwemer rune. And I won't be able to use my oh shit. I won't be able to use my paralysis rune on a bunch of the machines that are there. So it might almost be better to actually do this one. I've also for a really long time been wanting to do this one. But that won't really benefit me right now either. Okay, so I either do magic resistance. No, let's just do the one-handed. There we go. I think that's good. One-handed weapons do twice as much damage. That'll be nice. I think that's the way to go right now. Because I'm going to keep using the Marina's Dagger until I get to level 100 for this. And then we might transition to two-handed and try and get this up to level 100. So then all of my, like... I guess it's just these three ones that are, like, weapons. Try and get all those up to level 100. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. What's my illusion at? 69. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Okay, I am a bit hungry. Okay. There we are. Is there like a fire? I really need to cook some of my raw meat. Okay, so where is Mizalft? Is that far? Am I going across the map? Oh shit, Mizalft. I thought Mizalft was gonna be like up here. Where the hell's Mizalft? I thought this was gonna be like a little, like, not a quickie, but like... I thought I could easily... I thought it was gonna be like... I don't know, there's like Dwemer runes up here. Or no, or like here. Oh no. Where the fuck is Mizalft? Wait, where is Mizalft? Right there. That's a pain in the ass. Because I'm gonna have to go by foot. Well, by horse. Probably by foot. All the way. Okay. Okay. Right. Well. That sucks. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the game here for today, guys. And then, yeah, next video we will make our way to Mizalft. I don't know if I'm just gonna like go on foot to like Windhelm and then take a carriage to Riften and then from Riften walk up to Mizalft or just like walk the whole way. I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do yet or how I'm going to get there, but yeah, that'll be the plan for next video, is to just keep carrying on with the mage's kind of quest line thing. Alright, anyways, actually maybe I should stop by Riften because then I can buy more arrows. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Okay, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye!